201. Study Session 8. The Equilibrium of a Profit Maximizing Firm. Introduction. You will recollect that we said in Study Session 5 that the objective of a firm is profit maximization. In the present study session, we shall develop the rules for profit maximization behavior, which applies to all firms. Learning outcomes. When you have studied this session, you should be able to 1. Define and use correctly all the keywords printed in bold, that is, revenue, total revenue, average revenue, marginal revenue. 2. Highlight behavioral rules for profit maximization. The concept of revenue. Revenue refers to the total amount of money which a firm realizes from the sales of its product. Revenue can be subdivided into 3, that is, 1. Total revenue. This is also called revenue. It is the total amount that a firm receives from the sales of its product. In normal cases, this revenue will vary directly with the firm's sales. That is to say, the higher the quantity of the product sold, the higher the total revenue of the firm. Total revenue is equal to the quantity sold multiplied by the price at which each was sold. That is, total revenue is a function of P times Q, where P is the price and Q is the quantity. 2. Average revenue. This is the total revenue divided by the quantity of the product sold. That is, AR equals TR over Q. You will notice that AR is also equal to the price of the commodity. Marginal revenue. This is the change in total revenue resulting from the increase in total sales by 1 unit per period of time. That is, MR subscript N equals total revenue subscript N plus 1 minus total revenue subscript N, where N refers to the number of units sold. Behavioral rules for profit maximization. There are essentially 3 rules here. 1. A rule to decide whether to produce or not to produce. A firm has the option of either producing or not to produce at all. If it produces nothing, it will have an operational loss equal to its fixed cost. The firm would, however, choose the option of producing, provided the output produced will add more to total revenue than to cost. Thus, the first rule is that a firm should produce only if total revenue is equal to or greater than total variable cost. Put differently, a firm should produce only if average revenue, that is price, is equal to or greater than average variable cost. Number 2, a rule to ensure that profit is either at a maximum or at a minimum. A firm needs to decide on how much of a good it should produce. Generally, it pays the firm to increase its output when marginal revenue of the last unit she produces is greater than its corresponding marginal cost. If, on the other hand, the firm finds that the marginal cost of an additional unit of output exceeds the marginal revenue, that firm should reduce output. Thus, the second rule states that if a firm is to be in a position where it does not pay its output, that is, in a profit maximizing position, it is necessary that marginal cost be equal to marginal revenue. Number 3, a rule to ensure that profit is maximized rather than minimized. The fulfillment of the second rule, however, does not guarantee that profit, if it exists, is at a maximum. The figure below will help you to understand our point here. In figure 8.1, there are two output levels, Q1 and Q2, that satisfy the rule 2, that is MC equals MR. Output Q1, however, is a minimum profit position because a change in output in either direction will increase profit. On the other hand, output Q2 is a maximum profit position since that out above it MC exceeds MR, and profit can be increased by reducing output towards Q2. Thus, the condition for profit maximizing output is that MC curve should intercept the MR curve from below. This ensures that MC less than MR to the left of Q2 and MC greater than MR to the right of the profit maximizing output. All the above three rules determines the output that will be chosen by any firm that maximizes profit. Summary: profit, which is the difference between revenue and cost, is the most important driving force for a profit maximizing firm. In this study session, you have been told the principal rules that determine whether a firm is maximizing profit or not. These rules can be stated briefly as follows. 1. Total revenue should be equal to or greater than total cost. 2. At the maximum output level, marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost. And number 3, the MC curve should intercept the MR curve from below. This is the end of study session 8. Thanks for listening.